Okay, at the start of this video, I just want to give you guys an image of step-by-step instructions that are going to allow you a couple of things. They're going to tell you how to retrieve accident video on your phone in case you ever get in an accident and you need to produce it on site for the police. I found that the directions were not straightforward, and there are a lot of little things that you have to do right in order to get it to work. Otherwise, the camera will not connect to your phone. I have a V1P. It is enabled for Wi-Fi, which allows for the connection. But I'm going to go ahead and show you how to go through these steps one by one, so that you put an image to the words here. But go ahead, take a screenshot of this or something and use it as your step-by-step when you try to do it yourself. Okay, so here we go. First of all, the camera has to be powered on. There are two ways to do this. You can start the car and it'll turn on, or you can use the upper side button. There are two buttons. One's menu, one's power. You're going to want to hit the power. You also need to have a micro SD card inserted and formatted and ready to record. So what you're going to do is hit the power button and hold it for 2 seconds. Then the camera comes on. As you can see from that blinking red light in the upper left-hand corner, every time the rec scene comes on, it's automatically in recording mode. However, you cannot access the menu when the camera is in recording mode. So you have to touch the record button to shut that off. Now the red blinking is stopped. Now the menu button is accessible. So if you come over here to the side, the lower of the two side buttons is your menu button. You need to hit that 2 times to access the second menu button, which is the screwdriver one here. Then, as you can see, the arrow record mic arrow button here and here, these are how you toggle through the menu. So what you're going to do is hit down one to access Wi-Fi. Then you're going to click OK. Then you're going to click it again to turn on Wi-Fi. This screen comes on and then clicks off, but what you get is this upper left-hand image that tells you your Wi-Fi is on, but it is not connected. So now let's come back to the instructions and let's jump ahead to step number 8. Download the Rexing Connect app on your phone. After you have downloaded the app, go to step 9. Turn off your phone's cellular data. Otherwise, the app will not connect to the camera. That's an important step. Don't ask me why, but if you don't do it, it won't work. Trust me, it took me a lot of time to figure that out. Step number 10, allow the Rexing app access to location services while in use. Otherwise, the app will not connect to the camera. Don't ask me why, it just won't. Step 11, now you're going to go into your phone's Wi-Fi and look for the Wi-Fi connection that the Rexing is sending out. On mine, it's called the B50_2DDA. I don't know if that's going to be the name every case. It might be something similar, or the name may vary, but basically look for the new Wi-Fi that is unique and you haven't seen before. The first time you connect to it, you're going to have to enter the password. The default password is really complex, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Once you enter that, you are connected to Wi-Fi. However, the app will not connect to your phone until you refresh. So step 13, close and reopen the Rexing Connect app to refresh. Then, once you open the app the second time, you will see a blue circle in the middle that says connect. Click that circle. You are now connected, and in time, you will see a live view of your camera. In my case, I have a front and rear camera, so I see both of those images. Then you select videos, and you select locked videos. because that's the folder that will contain your accident video. The unlocked videos contain everything that's constantly being recorded and overwritten. For those of you who have your Rexine hardwired, as is required for the bumper cam, you might be wondering, how does this work? You know, it doesn't even look like the camera's on, the screen is off. So let's go ahead and turn it off. So even though this screen is off, this camera, both front and back, are constantly recording, because when I installed the hardwire kit, a red hardwire went to an on-off fuse. That basically means that every time you turn the car on and off, the camera comes on and off automatically. There is a yellow wire that also comes with a hardwire kit. That goes into an always-on fuse. So in other words, this Rexine dash cam has always-on power, but it's going to a different circuit that allows it to run in the background. So it's always on, but you just don't know it. It's always on and being overwritten, and that creates an issue too with your micro SD card. You really need a high capacity micro SD card, and it has to be one with a high max overwrite. Otherwise it'll fail in a year or so because it's being used constantly. Mine is 256, and it's a high quality one that is rated for like 10,000 overwrites or something like this. This should last the life of the dash cam. Something to keep in mind. If you don't have a hardwire kit and you got the V1P, mine came with a coupon. If you follow instructions, you can actually get a free hardwire kit that they will send you if you follow the instructions on that coupon. Otherwise, order it. I know you can order it on Amazon as a package, where the V1P will come with a hardwire kit. They just send it separately. Keep in mind, when you are hardwiring to your fuse box in your car, it's a poorly designed fuse. So the top tab of your fuse needs to go into the hot lead in the fuse box. If you put it in upside down, it'll bypass the current and go straight to the unit without protecting it from the fuse. So it'll bypass the fuse. So pay attention to up and down, and you might need an electric meter to determine which contact of your fuse box is hot and which one is cold. So be aware of that. Then the one last thing that you'll need to actually enable the parking monitor is you'll have to, again, turn off recording so that you can access the menu. And then one of these has parking monitor. There it is. So you'll click parking monitor and then click OK. And how do you want it set? You want it for the G sensor. And you don't have to hit it twice. It'll just send you in this spiraling loop. You can actually turn it off, the parking monitor, or you can go back here. Now, you see that little P right there? It tells me my parking monitor is on. So in other words, if I shut this camera off, and somebody bumps into me and triggers the G sensor, they're going to get recorded. Actually, the video will become locked. So it's always recording them anyway, but the video will lock and it'll show in a locked folder for me when I go in and access the video. A couple ways to access the video. You can pop the card out, stick it in a computer, or you can follow the steps I just outlined to access it on your phone. Additionally, there is a USB cord here. If you don't want to pop the cord out, my Rexine came with a USB cord. You plug it in here instead, and then you run it to your computer is another way to see the video. But hope that helps. I didn't find any good instructions on how to actually get this thing working and connecting to your phone. So hopefully these instructions will help you, and hopefully you'll have a clear understanding of how the parking monitor works now, because I didn't quite get it, that it was running in the background. All right, thanks. Hope this helps. Let me know.